Like and subscribe right now, or you will find diamonds before iron. The mom better sleep with one eye open. Girl is heartbroken when she realizes she can't marry her dad because he's taken. I know there are no dumb questions, but what is the dumbest question someone has ever asked you? My son saw pictures of my 5th birthday party and asked why I didn't invite him. So 7-year-old me went to sleep at my grandparents' home. For whatever reason I wanted to keep my grandpa's flashlight in my room. Then 7 AM the next morning, I went to wake my grandparents with said flashlight. My grandpa, thinking I was a thief, pulled his old service pistol out of the drawer, not loaded of course, and pointed it at me, and realized that stupid me was standing there, smiling, with his flashlight. You're nearly dead. When I was in 6th grade, there was this really pretty girl in my class. And with the kind of confidence that I cold only mustered in the 6th grade, I decided I was gonna try and flirt with her. Now, for context, my favorite food at the time was peanut butter. I loved the stuff. And so, in one brilliant moment, I asked her if she was made of peanut butter. Some kind of attempt at a compliment, comparing her to something I really liked. But what my 11-year-old brain failed to take into consideration was that she had brown skin. I still cringe when I think back on this. Lost my cool there. When I was younger I didn't know how people got the movies onto the VHS, but my hypothesis was it had to do with the name on the side. So I wrote the Cheetah Girls on a blank one and sobbed when I couldn't get the Cheetah Girls to play on my VCR on a blank VHS. I told him to unroll it like tape. That's why it's called bubble tape. Today I learned I'm raising a monster. 7-year-old repeatedly declared during a game of Yahtzee, I didn't get a Yahtzee, so I got an Otzi, and we had to have a very unexpected talk. I know you all have heard pineapple on pizza. What in God's name has my child done? Been on calls all morning. My daughter brings me this lunch unprompted right at noon. Child crying. Me. What's wrong? Child. I want that stick. Me. The stick the other child is using. Child. I really want that stick. Me. I think it's being used right now. Let's find another stick. Child. I can't. Later after new stick is found. Child. Okay, but all I can think about is stealing that other stick. 7-year-old. I don't want asparagus. Me. It's not asparagus. It's green licorice. She took another bite. Eating crayons. I just mopped my floors today. Now I have icing sugar all around my house. My dad kept an M1911 in a box inside a storage room which was off limits to anyone but him. One time I went through his stuff and found the key. Naturally I grabbed the gun and imitated what I saw in movies. Gun off safety with a chambered bullet, fingers on the trigger and me waving it around, looking down the barrel etc. Somehow I didn't end up blowing my brains out with it. He later noticed prints on the gun and my older sibling got into a shitload of trouble because he didn't realize I was capable of it. I was like 6 or 7 at the time. Kid trying to flush himself. The duck did you get a tomato? My 5-year-old drew a picture of a well-endowed Charmander. Kid locked himself in a string-based locker, so the teacher had to unlock it. When I was 7 or 8, my summer camp went on a field to Jupiter, Florida. I thought we were going to Jupiter the planet, and assumed we drove over a bridge connecting the planets, Earth, Jupiter. When I was 4 years old at one point I was obsessed with the movie Mean Girls, and then one day my mom caught me quoting from the movie, saying this girls is the nastiest skank I know. She is a fugly sea lot. Do not trust her. I regret nothing. As a kid, I always thought country music artists, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill had a side hustle publishing the textbooks I was issued in grade school. Turns out that was coincidence and kids are ducking stupid. McGraw-Hill Science. The buggles were a cause of great concern for this 4-year-old. Talks about death a lot. Tonight I had to explain to him that video didn't actually physically kill the radio star. An oldie but goodie. My nephew, who's around 10, came up to me one day and told me that the alphabet must have been written by an American guy because it doesn't rhyme when you sing it with a British accent. He also tried to make money off of the school fundraiser by selling the chocolate bars for $2 instead of $1 and pocketing the extra money. He was planning to go through with it too until we found out and told him that's illegal. Business is booming. I love my job. Subject: student issue. Detail: threw up all over his Chromebook on the e-learning day. Mom cleaned it up but now the player button won't work. He also was having keyboard issues prior to this. All of his keyboard letters did not work. So I just failed to calm my 7-year cousin down from having a meltdown. Don't know why she is, but when I ask her why, all she says is, "I hate being 7. He's too dangerous to be left alive." When I was in 6th grade, I often felt a tight feeling in my chest. Being a kid, I used that as an excuse to leave school in the middle of the day. So much so that one of my teachers asked me if I had asthma. I said no, so he automatically jumped to the conclusion that I was faking it. Turns out I was just anxious all the time because of a teacher, but I didn't recognize the feeling. A wise doctor once said, "Squirrel trap my neighbor's 8-year-old niece put out." My dumbest YouTube comment back when I was 11. Why is this comment has people coming in just a second? Those people are ducka poo poo. So which way is the bake sale? I want to add to your reason that it isn't even just infant and toddlers that earrings pose a risk to. I was just like OP and wanted to wait until my daughter asked for them. She was around 4 when I took her to get them done. Explained that it would hurt and made sure she wanted them. Everything was great and she loved her earrings. Then I get a call from her preschool that she stuck the earring back part of earring up her nose and they couldn't get it out. By the time I got there I could no longer see it and made a pediatrician appointment which led to x-ray and an ENT appointment because the back fell into her sinus cavity. Same day surgery the next day to remove it and a huge pitta process because of this. I asked her why she stuck it up her nose and she said that she didn't have pockets and didn't know where to put it when it fell out. Needless to say she doesn't wear earrings anymore. She is now 11. Unless it's a special occasion. Back when I was in kindergarten one of my friends told me that fruits have little disgusting insects or bugs in them. So I rarely ate fruits until like the 2nd grade. Oh my god Wubsy, that you turned the voice choice 3000 to opera mode you stupid yellow walking boy, that's it. I'm calling the police. Hello, is this the police? Yes, Wubsy just caused damage in Wuzzleberg because of the voice choice 3000. Can you arrest him and send him to court? Okay, that sounds great, thanks, bye bye, they're coming for you Wubsy. When I was young, at the train stations, the high voltage signs always looked like a sun attacking somebody in my opinion. When I was being babysitted at the age of 4 or some, I kept repeating, if you touch it, the red sun will burn you, and you will die. Everybody was concerned until I pointed at it. Fun personal story. When I was a dumb kid. When I was a kid, my late mother and I would often visit my grandparents overnight. They had a pantry in their kitchen. One day, I noticed a huge container of powdered chocolate. I decided that night to make my move. I waited for everyone to be asleep and snuck down to the kitchen, grabbed a big spoon, went in the pantry, grabbed the container, opened it up, jammed the spoon in for a huge bite, and shoved it in my mouth. Yes. Only I was unaware it was baking chocolate. You all. I was utterly defeated. Learned my lesson the hard way. When I was younger I ate a crayon. My older brother told me it was a candy crayon. I spit it out instantly and I was like, I thought you said it was candy. That bastard lied to me. When I was a kid I used to buy crickets from the pet store. I didn't have a lizard. Fun fact, I shoplifted before. I should give context before the cops come to my house. So I was like somewhere between 8 to 10 when this happened. I was at the store with one of my parents and I saw a monkeys jumping on the bed book. So I picked it up and read some of it. Apparently I kept holding it and forgot I was holding it. We got in the car and my parent realized I was holding the book. The book we did not pay for. That's the day I learned what shoplifting was. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is a story time where I got expelled from school 4 weeks ago. So it was a normal first day back, and at the end of the day my principal took away all my devices. Then the next day something happened. I went to class, then I threw fake money and pencils. I hit my teacher. It was a man. Then went to the principal's office, had another chance. Then rampaged the class, then went to the office. Went home, suspended for 20 days. 30 minutes later a message from the principal said expelled note, and my mum was surprised because she hated the school, and that's how I got expelled. If you could revive someone who is dead, who would it be? My dad. He died of answer. Haha, that's lame. I would choose Tupac. Every single thing from the fridge is in this car soup. It's fine. I'm fine. My kid was playing workshop while I fixed the garage door yesterday. Super glad I checked my shoe before putting it on. Some children that came over decided to throw my iPad around and it cracked the screen protector. Not too bad, but the story behind it is. Plus the crick disturbs me. Are you all ducking serious? How many times have we said duck them, kids? I'm tired of these disrespectful ace kids with no home training. An Illinois zoo was forced to euthanize one of its flamingos after an elementary school student threw a rock at it and broke one of its legs. Kansas high school bathroom utterly destroyed. Suspects so far are 3 kids between ages 8 to 11. $75,000 worth of damage totaled so far. Asked my 5-year-old what she wanted for dinner, and she said not a burned quesadilla, because in the summer of 2019 I overcooked one side of her quesadilla. Someone from online's kid. Cruel kid set fire to homeless man's tent while he is still inside. I told my son to clean the room. The sofa should be shiny clean. After cleaning the entire kitchen, dishes, cooking and everything, I came back to check the room. He actually cleaned the room and made the sofa shiny with 3 type of glitter colors: purple, green and yellow. He said yay. I was so shocked I just was standing still. My son stuck his finger in my eye and scratched off the whole top layer of my cornea. When your kid does this, you start to wonder. The story behind this picture has me rolling. So there was this episode of Hannah Montana when Jackson pretended he lost his memory. So me in the 2nd grade wanted to do it too. I had slipped and fell in the bathroom at school. Then I told my friends I couldn't remember anything. They told the teacher when I went to the post. Then I went to the hospital. They was doing hella tests. Whole time I'm faking it. This toddler tries to eat a bird. Daughter helped me wash my car, but with a rock. It's super windy, so I told the girls that if it ever got too bad, we'd go to the basement and be safe. Zooey, I asked what mom would do if she's out driving. I said, she'll be safe. Adults know what to do. Then Ruin said, adults will be dead. Daff. My daughter drew this terrifying picture that is supposed to be a girl going swimming. So of course I have it hanging in my office. My 7-year-old just broke something I've had since I was younger than him. I remember when I made a whole bunch of friends when I first came, and when I made more friends because new kids came to our school, and when Hussein got kicked out of our school. I was happy when Hussein got kicked out of school because he wants to beat me up. Have kids, they say. It will be great, they say. 2. 9-year-old girls up until 3 am. And out the door at 9 am. What's going on here? Soul snacking. Breathing life in or out. What? My younger siblings destroyed my final from high school fine arts class. A get well card from the great grandchild to my grandmother. To Granny. I hope you feel better today. Love from Kira. My son teased his sister and she threw a Switch controller at my parents' 75-inch TV. 5 seconds of alone time. Leftover sign from a patient's room. Chores for today. 1. Make bed. 2. No spitting. 3. Using nice words. 4. Hands to self. 5. Using inside voice. My child makes me fear for my life sometimes. I feel like I'm living under the Soviet bloc. Lemonade please Nutella or else you will die. AirPods went missing. Turns out my kid buried them in the backyard. We were walking down the beach and found this custom-made log house, intricately lashed together with seaweed. Then saw kids playing on it as we kept walking and came back to this. My daughter is so evil. What kind of a 2-year-old licks the center of remaining Oreos and leaves the cookie? Now to find out which of the 5 is evil today. Father's Day surprise. My dad works at the Meatworks and at Camp Belltown. He goes wood cutting at the weekend. Dad watches XE girl videos on the phone and drinks alcohol. I go inside for 4 minutes to get the rest of dinner and come out to this. My son took his diaper off and peed in the toilet, and as I'm clapping and telling him good big boy he walks in the bedroom and shuts on the floor. Baby steps. My 6-year-old left me a few cookies. This is some relace hole shut if I've ever seen it. I was 5 and my sister was 2. We had a hamster, and my sister found that if you picked him up by one of his legs, he made sounds. We ended up breaking all of his legs and he couldn't move to eat. I think my mom put him out of his misery. Damn brah. Did your parents ever tell you the joke where they'd say, if you were kidnapped you'd annoy the kidnapper so much they'd give you back? Lol. Abducted child set free after annoying his kidnapper by singing gospel songs. Kids cut the heads off their beanie boos and turned them into masked and paraded around the house chanting something help. Back in my nannying days, I had a 5-year-old draw a picture of me. When I asked him to explain he said, "That's you. You're dead because I'm stabbing you and putting your skin flakes in a jar." 3-year-old threw a toy through the TV screen this morning. Now she keeps trying to turn it on saying it's broken. Yeah, no shut professor. So, my daughter did a magic trick with our last tissue paper roll. R.I.P. little live pet chick. You were a faithful robotic companion until Harrison yetted you off the balcony. Rest assured that your murderer was sentenced to the most severe punishment. 2 minutes timeout without chance of parole. I didn't mean to punch my cousin in the face. I was just protecting my cake. Beware of kids when you sleep. Friend's kid found a Sharpie. It finally happened. He found a Sharpie while I was in the shower. The worst time of the year to be a ginger. Some kid kept repeatedly yelling, "Look, a leprechaun." 13-year-old sister sent this to me a while back, and I don't remember the context. Get the duck into your room right now, or I swear to God it'll be the end of you. My friend's 7-year-old sister didn't get an ice pop. You little shut. I hate you. Duck you. I'm marker you. Duck dad to oh. He said I can't get my ice pop, he's a nut. I want my duck an ice pop. No Bite that looks like a ghost or owl. Thanks to my son. Owen's like, hi Bubba. When we picked him up from school today, Hi Owen. Did you miss your brother? He missed you today, I literally forgot he was even a person while I was at school. Do I have a dog? Nope. Do I have a cat? Nope. Did I have a visitor that brought a pet over? Nope. Did my fully potty trained 4-year-old get mad at me because I told her she seemed tired, rip her clothes off, and pee on the floor while screaming mommy is mean? Sure did. What in the actual duck? My friend's little brother locked him in his dog cage. My brother locked me in a cage with my dog. I've survived half an hour. He's increased the defense. So my daughter ripped her jacket yesterday and I told her I wasn't fixing it. Well, this is the little note she left me. If my coat not fix, when I came home I'm gonna step on a croc. Finish the rest. Vehicle got traded in today in this condition. My son made a paper Enderman and hung him from the ceiling outside his room. I just met him in the dark. I used to make gallows out of paper when I was 12. This isn't his cake or birthday. Been home for 3 weeks. Leave for 10 minutes and kids shoot 2 BBs through the window. My 2-year-old decided my laptop should be on hard mode from now on. I wouldn't even repair it. I'd just get a whole new child. Fixed it for you. 5 minutes alone. He made a mess, and he is just cleaning that shut. I'm not cleaning that shut.